Binary options, are they worth trading? Let's talk about it. Depending on how long you've been around the markets, I'm sure you've seen some sort of advertisement or just really anything that's kind of directing your attention to binary options and kind of proclaiming, hey, these are a great way to make money. Just the typical ads. But is this really the case? So that's what I want to talk about. And I'm not going to necessarily break down binary options in vast detail because, to be honest, it's unnecessary. And right off the get-go, to not build up any sort of tension or anything, binary options are a total joke. Don't trade them. Don't think about it. It's total joke. It's flat out gambling. You could probably even argue maybe a little worse than gambling when you look at the math and the odds and all that sort of stuff. But binary options, it's not and I don't say this to try to come across like, that I know it all, but it's not even an opinion. It's a fact. They're stupid. They don't make sense. When I say fact, the fact is based in the mathematics of everything. Now, this is not going to be, some sort of mathematical and statistical video or anything like that, but I am going to just tell you what the math, what the probabilities, what the statistics all lead to, the end outcome. Now, maybe you're like, who is this guy? I don't believe you. Totally fine. I realize this is the internet. I could be a total stranger to you. But I'd encourage you, go research, not binary options get rich, because that's going to lead you to all the joke sites, but research the mathematics behind it. Research the statistics behind how it's all set up. And you'll see that this is not my opinion when I'm saying don't do binary options. It's a mathematical fact that it's not going to work out over the long run. And over the long run is the key word. So what I do want to do, though, is just kind of map out why this is the case, because I fully realize for some of you, I'm just some random guy. So I want to talk about how they work and just why it's not going to work, and there's just better choices out there due to the mechanics and how all this is set up. So let's just start talking about a surface deep, overview of option or binary options, and that is binary. Two, bicycle, right? A bicycle has two wheels. So binary options means there's two outcomes that can happen. Either you're right or you're wrong, and that's it. So let's just say you want to, I think the usual ad I see is if you think gold is going to be, between here and here or something like that by, noon, then, you'll make money. It's just some sort of event, but it's a binary event, meaning you're either right or you're wrong. There's no in between. Or just think of it as kind of a coin flip. And that's the other big thing here is at the end of the day, everybody's got a chance at, picking a winner, whether it's binary options or anything else in the market. You could blindfold a monkey and they can throw a dart, and they could, just randomly pick something that, goes up. So 50%, that's kind of a universal rule. All the studies that I've ever seen usually lead back to, at the end of the day, picking a good entry and, making money, that's about a 50-50 win rate. And the same with binary options. You're looking at a 50%, potential win rate, or you could lose. But that's where all the problems come in. So let's look at a graph here. Before we hop right into this graph, though, I want to cover a couple different terms that you'll see out there. And the first term is the payout. So the payout is what the broker is willing to pay you. And actually, I should have talked about this earlier, so I'm going to talk about it right now. The massive red flag right off the get-go about this being gambling is where you're getting paid from. So if you trade a stock, let's say you sign up for, one of the brokers out there, E-Trade, Scottrade, Charles Schwab, Merrill Lynch, one of those ones. And if you make profit on a trade, meaning you make money, the market as a whole is paying you. Not Schwab. Yes, they wire the money to your account, but where the profit is coming from is just the general market as a whole. If you've been around trading, hopefully I'm kind of stating the obvious when I say that. Yeah, it's just coming from the market. But with binary options, you're getting paid from the broker themselves, which tells you, why would somebody be willing to pay out? Say, yeah, we'll pay you if you win. Doesn't that sound familiar? Who else does that? Oh yeah, casinos do that. Casinos say, yeah, if you win, we'll pay you. There is no market out there that pays for your casino winnings. It is the casino itself. Same exact thing with binary options, which tells you, why would they be willing to pay out of their pocket if I'm right? Because they're leveraging things against you, like a casino. They're tweaking little things, but that's, in the long term, putting it in their advantage. Again, if you don't believe me, that's fine, but it all comes down to mathematics and statistics over time. So I want to get that out of the way is, these brokers, they're casinos. Let's call them what they are. They are casinos. There's a bunch of them out there, but these brokers, we'll go back to that. I don't want to disrespect them too much, but they have a payout. And what a payout is what they're going to pay you if you're right. So for this example, let's just say that there's a payout of 70%. And I'm going to use this these numbers, just keep the math simple. And let's say you know what? I think that the price of oil is going to be, somewhere at 1:30 p.m. And the payout for that, and I'm going to put $100 on that. So if you are right, so you put $100. If you are right, and oil is, what it needs to be, you're going to get 70% of that, meaning they will pay you $170, but of course you only put in $100. So that yields a profit of, well, you just made $70 on the trade. But if you're wrong, and remember, think back to the whole, at the end of the day, 50-50 odds, right? I mean, and a blind monkey can, figure out and, pick winners. But at the end of the day, you're probably at about a 50-50 win rate. But if you're wrong, you lose everything. So you are, from a risk versus reward, you are risking $100 to make $70. That's not good. That is atrocious risk management. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I'm always preaching about risk management, risk control, making sure that risk is in your favor. This is absolutely backwards of what's going on. For example, in the markets, you could have a scenario where you're risking $70 and you could have a realistic possibility of making, let's just say, $210. And here's the kicker, though. In the stock market or in many of the other markets, you're not capped. This caps you. They're telling you, we'll give you 70% of whatever you put in. So in this case, the most you can do, the best you can do is $70. In the stock market, for example, we'll just use that one. If you're risking 70, you can make 210. But that's not a cap. If you hit just the trade of all trades, this number here is unlimited. You can make theoretically $10,000. Now, I'm not saying that in the stock market it's easy to put $70 and you can make $10,000. That's not what I'm saying. The point here is that the upside is unlimited, whereas in binary options, the upside is limited. And not only is it limited, it's limited below what you could actually lose. Again, going back to this, you are needing to risk $100 to make $70. Now, I don't know if this is universal, but one article I read, somebody was proclaiming, if you lose, we'll give you back $15. So if you're wrong, we'll give you $15. But if you're right, we'll give you, a certain amount. But even in some of these cases, that's brilliant marketing. Hey, if you're wrong, we'll give you $15 back. But even in that case, if you put in 100 and they're giving you $15 back, that's still a loss of $85. So you're still losing more than you ever could potentially make. You would still be risking $85 to make 70. Like I said, I don't think that's very universal, but still, it's kind of a nice little twist that this, one area of the market put on it was, hey, don't worry, hey, we're nice. We're nice. If you're not right, we're going to give you $15 back. Well, who cares? Because you're only going to make $70 in the first place, or you're still risking $85 to make 70. That's not good. That's how you go to the broke house. That is gambling in the worst sense. Now there are multiple. I know what some of you may be thinking. If you're going, wait a second, Clay. I saw options out there where the payout is 200%, 300%, 450%. True. There are some payouts where you can make a whole lot more than what you're risking. But remember, these brokers, where are the profits coming from? Who has to pay you? The brokers. The brokers want to make a profit. So they're not going to make any of this easy on you. So yes, some of these payout ratios or payouts for certain types of options are going to be over 100% and above 100%. But this is where this comes in, and this is kind of the general concept. Like I said, there's many different types of binary options out there, but this is the general rule. This is what the broker casinos are doing to make sure that they're putting profit in their pocket over the long term. And so for these ones with high rewards, there could be a big, the payout ratio is 300%. Well, the size of the reward, yeah, we'll put it up here. That's a very big potential size of the reward. But you match that up with where it falls on this axis, odds of winning. Well, the odds of that actually happening are not impossible, but they're very, very small. So maybe out of 5 trades, you get one of these where you get paid 400%, but that just means the other 4, your thing went to 0. So, and then you start to extrapolate that over time, and the odds just continue to go further and further against you. Again, if you don't believe me, if you think I'm just making this stuff up, go research some statistics. Go buy some calculus and statistic books on Amazon, and you can do the research. You'll see that what I'm saying is the outcome is indeed what the math says. That's why none of this is an opinion. It's just a mathematical fact of the matter, and this is why. So yes, if you were thinking at first, well, Clay, I get it, because if you're only risking $70 to make, or if you're risking, $100 to make 70, that's just backwards. But with some of these, I'm only risking 100, but I could potentially make $500. That does sound good until you realize the whole odds of winning of that actually happening are really bad. And on the flip side, some of these, you do have high odds of winning. I mean, you have decent odds of winning. There's no doubt about it. But you look at it right here, where it matches up, and bring that over here, well, now the size of the reward is much less. So again, the casinos, the brokers, they know what they're doing. They understand. They've run the math that, all right, we got to get some instruments where, people can win quite a bit. But quite a bit is still not all the time. And if you're getting small wins, but then when you do lose, you're taking much bigger losses, it's just not going to work out in your favor all the time. And they know this, they being the brokers. In fact, right now, let's go to a screenshot. So one of the most famous brokers out there is Nadex. If you've looked at it at all, I'm sure you've heard of Nadex. They're kind of at the king of the mountain. But this is how they need to build a business. This is from their affiliate page. And you can see that, hey, if you get somebody to sign up for our casino, if you bring somebody to our casino, we're going to pay you $50 per account that is opened. And then you look below, and I found this fascinating, high converting creative. So they are very well aware that the math and all that is just not working out. But they also offer high converting banners and landing pages, meaning marketing. They will help you market. They will help you advertise in order to get people to sign up. And yeah, you better be creative, because when you stop and think about it, it's not good. And then the second bullet point, if you need something custom, let us know and we'll work to get what you need. So they're even willing to go as far as saying, yeah, with you affiliates, we will build you custom things. We will get as creative as possible to have people sign up with us. And then one thing for more so personal experience in regards to this whole affiliate thing is my own personal YouTube videos. Part of my morning routine is I like to check the comment sections on YouTube videos, because I do reply to comments. So on that note, leave me a comment below, I will reply. But part of that is, up at the top of YouTube, the way that's set it up is they have a tab that says likely spam. And every morning, there's at least 3 or 4, sometimes mornings I get hit with a bunch, and you click on likely spam. And I kid you not, binary options, some sort of person proclaiming binary options, and then they give their email. Binary options, use this robot. I mean, the marketing, the affiliate stuff that goes, I get it. These people they want to get paid. They want to make that $50. Who knows? Maybe other brokers, pay more than the $50. But people out there want to get paid. So they, pollute my comment section, but props to YouTube. They do a fantastic job for the most part of filtering those out, and they never, those comments never actually make it publicly to the channel, but some slip through. So, I got to go in there and report as spam. But, it's everywhere. And there's a reason why these brokers need to spend so much, need to incentivize people to recruit other people, because they know that it's just gambling. They know that they're a casino, and like any casino, they need to, bring in people. And that's, what all that is all about, that affiliate program, all that sort of good stuff. So if somebody's telling you how great binary options are, if somebody's telling you how they can make you a whole lot of money, I would bet that they may be an affiliate. So I would check that. Well, hopefully by this point, you're just like, screw you, I understand math. Like, it makes no sense, especially when there's better choices out there. I want to reiterate that. In the stock market, the way it should be, you can risk $70 and then potentially make $210, if not more. I mean, you can flip-flop the risk versus reward, which is backwards. I mean, in these situations, to risk 100 to make 70, that is just backwards risk versus reward, and that's not what trading is all about. Trading is about managing trades. But with binary options, there's nothing to manage because everything's capped. It goes back to that payout ratio, which we've talked about. So hopefully this sheds some light on binary options. I realize I didn't get into all the specific ones, but like I said, this summarizes all the different types out there. One may sound super good in terms of big payouts, but they know what they're doing. The odds of that happening very low. Others may look really good because, wow, you can that one you can win quite a bit. Well, but then you realize, well, but you're barely getting paid anything. So it's all give and take. They got the system. Yeah, I guess rigged is the right word because that's what a casino is. They rig the game slightly so that over time, because they don't want you to lose all the time, right? Because then nobody's ever going to play. But it's rigged in the sense that over time, it will go against you. And again, that's not my opinion. That's not like some conspiracy theory. That's just basic math, statistics, probability analysis, all that sort of good stuff, which I'll promise for the final time I'll say, if you don't believe me, go research that stuff on your own. Go become a statistician, and you'll see that, wow, I spent all that time when the guy told me the outcome that actually is the outcome, but I'll leave that up to you. So hopefully you found this helpful. And if you disagree, or I'm going to get some unique comments, I have a feeling. But anyways, leave comments below if you have any sort of questions regarding them. But I think I've made my opinion very clear. Stay away from them. There's much better other choices out there. What are these other choices? You can go to claytrader.com and just check things out. And I'm not saying that, I mean, you have stocks, options, not binary options, regular options, Forex, futures. There's many other instruments out there that make a whole lot more sense when you stop and look at the math. So you can check those out, and hopefully this has saved you some grief and headaches. So again, if you have any suggestions for other reviews you'd like me to do on concepts or or whatever, leave the suggestions down in the comment box. I've been trying to do a little bit more reviews, so I'd like ideas because that's always a good thing. So again, check out claytrader.com if you want to see more of the free stuff I have to offer. If not, thanks for watching. Stay away from the casino.